Well, I was down at the thrift store and I found these 4 speakers, and they have 2 Klipsch on top and these acoustic studios on the bottom, and lo and behold, they were glued together. I couldn't believe it. So I really wanted these for my surround sound in my home theater, so on this video I'll show you how I restored them. So I was really excited to find these at the store, and these are Klipsch reference speakers, and I will show you the model number on the back. And they're in really good shape. You take the grills off and they're like new on the inside. It's the outside that isn't so pretty. And so there's the model number right there. And so they've got a rear port and then a couple of screw terminals. They're 8-ohm speakers and they sound really good. Now I tried everything. I tried pulling on them. I tried putting a putty knife under there to maybe cut the glue. And so eventually what I did was I got a pry bar and a hammer and I started to pry them up and break the bond. And so anyway, here's the process of doing one of them, and boy, they were stuck. And so apparently what they used was construction adhesive. And I'm trying to be just as gentle as I can to get them off, but it took a lot of hammering. And then when I did, then the damage started showing up. And so here you can see I'm just getting the last of it, and I'm trying to get this off, and then wow, look at that. So we've got chunks of the particle board from the lower speakers are permanently glued on to the Klipsch, and then I've got these gigantic holes in the bottom speakers. So I think the best thing to do here is just sand this off, and I've got the tops, the speakers this way, so that the sandpaper goes away from it and I don't try to stay away from this edge. Now I've already glued one of these back together. Oh, it's this one. So I don't know if in the previous scene or whatever, this was apart because when I pried it up, it broke the joint. So I just took some wood glue and glued it back together. Let me sand this down. Okay, so this is probably something I can paint, but I'm going to see if a little alcohol will take some of this glue off. I think what it might be is it had tape on here or something. I don't know if alcohol is going to do it. Alright, so I'm going to try some brake cleaner and see if this works. Yeah, I'm getting it. Taking some of the finish off too. Yeah, this stuff is powerful. I think that's too powerful because it's taking the finish off, you can see. So that's too powerful. I need something kind of medium. And I'm going to try mineral spirits and see if this works. Yeah, that's about the right amount of clean versus, you know, not taking too much of the black off. There we go. Wow, that's better. There's, you know, it's just everywhere. They, just shocking. how much damage there is. Okay, so we'll work on painting that. And then I've got more adhesive. That's better. Yep, more tape. Okay, they're finally clean. All right, so I've got myself some black flat paint here, whatever. And let's see if I can just touch this up a bit and make it look a little better. I think from a distance, I don't think too many people are going to notice too much of that. It's not perfect, but I think it's better than it was. I'll let that dry. So here they are all done, and they're not perfect, but from a distance, they aren't too bad. This is the worst of it, where you have the paint that I had done on the side. It's actually in there. You can see it if you look close. And this one cleaned up a lot better. So I'm pretty happy with them. So I put them on this table just to show you, and then I'm going to be mounting them on the wall up there. So I haven't done that yet. So this is just to show you how they turned out. But I'm pretty pleased for getting speakers of this quality for around 10 bucks each, something like that. There was a little elbow grease involved, but I think it was worth it.